And welcome back, my lovelies. Today's video, we're actually going to be making sushi. Yo. Alright, so to start off with, we're going to need the seaweed. Seaweed's just a type of algae. It's, all good to eat. Of course, we need rice. I'm using medium grain rice because it's cheaper than sushi rice and is pretty much the same stuff. I've got eggs, got a chicken patty. We're going to use some garlic aioli, and got some coleslaw because I'll do also do a no rice sushi. And well, got to have some mirin. Sweet. So first things first, you're going to need to boil the kettle, or fill it up and boil it, and wait for it to boil. And next up, while the kettle is boiling, I'm going to add, I'm going to do 1.5 cups of rice, and I'll just be making however much sushi that allows us to make. Adjust the amount of rice you want as you need, really, and we got to wash the rice apparently. So it's pretty much water. Let it soak for a minute or two just to get out all the starch. I'm just going to do a first rinse. Doesn't really matter that I got some in there because, yeah, time to just let it soak. Cool, and now with the rice rinsed a few times, washed, rinsed, I'm just going to add, it's probably too much water, but that's fine. I tend to like my sushi rice a bit damp, a bit soggy, really. And now it's onto the stove and just let this boil away for a while. Yeah, next up is the eggs, and just crack them, and that's a lot of eggshell in there. Fishing time. Cool, and with both eggs in there, I'm just going to add what should be about a teaspoon or two of mirin, and a little bit, this water's still hot. Yeah, and a bit of water. Bugger. Right. And then you're just gonna start whisking. Try to not use hot water like I just did. Yeah, that will start cooking it prematurely. Anyway, probably should season this with a bit of salt as well. But just keep whisking it. Whisk it for a while. You want it to be a even consistency, ideally. And once you've whisked up the egg, it's time to put it in a pan that's on the stove. Maybe not quite hot enough, but yeah, we're just going to leave that on more of a medium-low heat for a few minutes until it cooks. On a lower heat allows it to cook quite evenly and thoroughly all the way through without you risking burning it. Sweet as. With the rice bubbling away and the egg is nicely cooked. First try out of the pan. Toss the chicken patty on there. Gonna cook that on medium-low heat for a while as well. And yeah, time to slice up the egg. Alright, time to slice it up. You want to slice it up into thin strips. If you want to kind of cheat, you can just roll it up, kind of, and then yeah, slice and slice. This knife may look a bit questionable, but it's fine. It's a knife I made about a week ago. That's why you haven't seen it in any video yet. Anyway, you slice up the egg, or hack it up as I just did, and pretty much waiting for everything else to cook through. Yep, chicken patty nicely cooked, I think. Slice that up as well. This is going to take 2 hands. And the rice still bubbling away, almost finished. Sweet, and with the chicken patty, that, and now the rice finally cooked up, it's time to start making the rolls. So I found that usually should get up to about 2/3, 3/4 of the way for the rice, And with maybe a 1/4 inch thick layer, that usually seems to be what works for me. Heck, that's probably even less than a 1/4 inch at the moment, but yeah, you just build it up a bit. And of course it does help if you've got one of these actual sushi roller mats. They do help a lot in being able to roll up the sushi. Anyway, once you've got the rice on, honestly, you put the ingredients that you yourself want to do. Do a bit of aioli. You don't really need much. A small trickle throughout will should be able to coat the things inside easily enough. Egg. This egg's a bit long. Oh, you know what that means? Chop off the end and nom nom nom. A bit of chicken and yeah, let's see. Rolls maybe not quite as filled out as much as it could be, but as long as you try to keep it all tight, it'll fit in there. And there you've got a roll of sushi. So yeah, there was something that I forgot to do. That's add about a tablespoon of mirin to the rice. I've done that now. Yeah, that first roll actually tasted really, really yum, even without it. But now time to do some blasphemy, because, well, technically it's not sushi, because sushi is to do with the rice. So the seaweed fake sushi wannabe, I mean, you could call it a no carb sushi, but sushi implies that it's rice. You got yourself a bit of veggies. But yeah, the sushi I'm doing right now is a very much more of a, how to call, a westernized variant. But yeah, feel free to just use your own ingredients, because honestly, the stuff's pretty easy to make once you sort of get into the swing of it. And just to help it close up a bit, a little bit of water. That bowl has water in it now. Don't worry, I rinsed it out a couple of times after, beating the egg up. And yeah, you just roll it up again. This one's not going in very well, but yeah, anyway. It's not rolling very well. Give me a moment, 2 hands. Yeah, I managed to roll it, and all it took was 2 hands, and that looks like a much better, tighter roll than before. Anyway, this is the end of the video. Hope you'll enjoy and are able to make your own sushi now. Toodles. Also, I'd like to inform everyone that I'm starting to do giveaways over on my Twitch. So if you want to jump over and give me a follow, the link is in the description.